Hello students, welcome to geometry class. Today we are going to learn practice set 1.1 which is based on the ratio of areas of two triangles, and also we are going to learn the basic proportionality theorem. Now before starting with practice set 1.1, I want you all to pause this video and be ready with pen and notebook and try to recollect whatever you have learned in the previous video. Don't worry if you can't recollect it. We are going to take a quick revision of it. We all know the formula of area of a triangle, that is half into base into height. Now we are going to use this formula to find the ratio of areas of two triangles. For that we have to consider two triangles. First triangle we are considering is triangle ABC. In this triangle, AD is the height and BC is the base. Other triangle we are considering is triangle PQR. In this triangle, PS is the height and QR is the base. Now we have to find the ratio of areas of these two triangles. Therefore, area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to, now we are going to use the formula of area of triangle, that is half into base into height. So here in triangle ABC we have half into BC into AD upon, in triangle PQR we have half into QR into PS. Therefore area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to, now here half and half are common, so we can cancel these half. So the ratio becomes BC into AD upon QR into PS. Hence we can say that a ratio of the areas of two triangles is equal to the ratio of the product of their bases and corresponding heights. This is the very important statement and we have to remember this statement for the practice set 1.1. Now we have to consider that the first triangle is having base as B1 and height as H1, and the base of another triangle as B2 and height as H2. Then the ratio of their areas becomes B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. This is very important formula. Students, you have to remember this formula. And now we have to, or we are going to impose some conditions on these two triangles and try to find out the difference in the formula of ratio of areas of two triangles. The first condition is, if the heights of both triangles are equal, then area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to B1 into H upon, here height is H for both the triangles and it is equal, so the ratio becomes BC into H upon QR into H, that is equal to, now H are common, so we have cancelled them, so BC upon QR. Therefore area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to, BC is given as B1 and QR is given as B2. So the ratio becomes B1 upon B2. Hence we can say that the ratio of the areas of two triangles with equal heights is equal to the ratio of their corresponding bases. Students, this is the second formula we have to remember to solve practice set 1.1. Now we are going to impose second condition, that is if the bases of both triangles are equal. Now here we are having here two triangles ABC and triangle APB. So we are going to find the ratio now. Area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle APB is equal to AB into H1 upon AB into H2. Here both these triangles have equal base, that is AB. So therefore area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle APB is equal to AB are common, so we can cancel it. Ratio becomes H1 upon H2. Hence, we can say that the ratio of the areas of two triangles with equal bases is equal to the ratio of their corresponding heights. This is the third formula. Let's start with practice set 1.1. The first sum says that base of a triangle is 9 and height is 5. Base of another triangle is 10 and height is 6. Find the ratio of areas of these triangles. Now here in this sum, the base and heights of two triangles are given and you have to find the ratio of areas of these triangles. Now whatever given values we have to consider as two triangles. So solution, base of triangle 1 is 9 and height is 5. That is nothing but B1 is equal to 9 and H1 is equal to 5. Now consider base of another triangle is 10 and height is 6. That is nothing but B2 is equal to 10 and H2 is equal to 6. Now here we all have to use the formula. The ratio of areas of two triangles is equal to the product ratio of the product of their bases and corresponding heights. Therefore, the ratio of areas of two triangles is equal to B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. Now let's substitute the values here. B1 is 9, H1 is 5, upon B2 is 10, H2 is 6. 5 and 10 we can divide. So you will get here 9 upon 12. Now 9 upon 12 are again divisible by 3. So you will get here 3 upon 4. So that is the ratio of areas of these triangle is equal to 3 upon 4. That is the last answer. So now let's move on to the second question. Question number 1 was very simple. I hope you all have understood it very well. Now the second question of practice set 1.1. In figure BC is perpendicular to AB, AD is perpendicular to AB and BC is equal to 4, AD is equal to 8. Then find area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle ADB. Now here in this figure we can easily find out this ratio because we can see that for these two triangles base is common. So let's start with the solution. Here AB is the common base for triangle ABC and triangle ADB. BC is the height of triangle ABC and AD is the height of triangle ADB respectively. Now here we can use the second formula, that is area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle ADB is equal to H1 upon H2. Now here reason you have to write as triangles having common bases. When you have the ratio of areas of two triangles with equal bases is always equal to their ratio of their corresponding heights. So H1 is nothing but BC and H2 is nothing but AD. Let's substitute the values. BC is 4, AD is 8. 4 and 8 are divisible by 4. So you will get here 1 upon 2. Therefore, area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle ADB is equal to 1 upon 2. So this is again a very simple sum. I hope you all are understanding these sums. If you have any doubt, you can go through that sum again and again and get clear your doubts. Now let's move on to the third sum. In adjoining figure, segment PS is perpendicular to RQ. Segment QT is perpendicular to segment PR. If RQ is equal to 6, PS is equal to 6 and PR is equal to 12, then find QT. Now here in this figure you can easily find out that only one triangle is given and you are having two heights for this triangle. Two perpendicular segments means you can consider two bases and two heights. So in triangle PQR, when base is RQ, then height is PS. Therefore RQ is given as 6 and PS is also given as 6. When you are considering base as PR, then your height will be QT. PR is given as 12 and you have to find the length of QT, that is nothing but TQ. Therefore, the ratio of area of triangle PQR and area of triangle PQR. Here, both triangles are nothing but same triangle. Therefore, area of triangle PQR upon area of triangle PQR is equal to P1 into H1 upon P2 into H2. Reason you have to write here as the statement, that is the ratio of areas of two triangles is equal to the ratio of products of their bases and corresponding heights. Now your triangle PQR and triangle PQR are common, so you will get here 1 is equal to RQ into PS upon PR into TQ. Now RQ and PS are given as 6 and PR is given as 12. So you will get here 1 is equal to 6 into 6 upon 12 into TQ. Now 6 and 12 you can divide. So you will get here 6 upon 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12. 2 and 3 also you can divide. 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6. So you will get here 1 is equal to 3 upon TQ. If you take TQ to the left hand side, you will get here TQ is equal to 3. TQ is nothing but QT. So you are getting length of QT as 3. Let's move on to the next question, that is fourth one. In adjoining figure, AP is perpendicular to BC, AD is parallel to BC, then find area of triangle ABC is to area of triangle BCD. Now if you observe this figure very carefully, you will find that triangle ABC and triangle BCD both are having common base, that is BC. Now start the solution with given points. AD is parallel to BC. Therefore triangle ABC and triangle BCD are on the same basis, that is BC. Now base we have here as BC. Now if you observe this, you will get here triangle ABC is having height as AD, but triangle BCD don't have any height. So you have to do the construction. Draw a height DE perpendicular to BC. This is the construction part. Now triangle ABC and triangle BCD are between two parallel lines, and we all know that the distance between the two parallel lines is equal throughout. Therefore, we can say that AP is equal to DE. The length of AP is always equal to length of DE. That is nothing but their heights are equal in length. That is AP is equal to DE. Now let's find the ratio of areas of these two triangles. The ratio of areas of triangle ABC and triangle BCD will be equal to B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. B1 is nothing but BC, H1 is AP upon BC into DE. Now BC and BC are common here because these two triangles have common base. So B1 and B2 will be same. Now cancel this BC and BC. You will get ratio as AP upon DE. Reason you have to write here as triangles having common base. Now area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle BCD will be equal to AP upon AP, because we have find out that AP is equal to DE. So we can substitute DE as AP. Reason you have to write here as AP is equal to DE. AP we can cancel out, so you'll get here area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle BCD is equal to 1 upon 1. So you are getting your area of triangle ABC is to area of triangle BCD is equal to 1 is to 1. That is nothing but the ratio of areas of triangles with equal bases and equal height is always, you will get 1 is to 1. So always whenever you are having two triangles with equal bases and equal heights, the ratio will be 1 is to 1. Let's do the last sum of this practice set. In adjoining figure, PQ is perpendicular to BC, AD is perpendicular to BC. Then find the following ratios. 4 ratios are given and you have to find the values. So first, before starting with this solution, observe the figure carefully and start with the first one. Area of triangle PQB upon area of triangle PBC is equal to B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. Reason you have to write the ratio of areas of two triangles. Students, reasons are very important. You have to write it. So B1 you have to write as BQ, H1 you have to write as PQ, B2 you have to write as BC, and H2 you have to write as PQ. As these two triangles have common heights, H1 and H2 are equal. So PQ and PQ you have to cancel, and reason you write here triangles having equal height. So your ratio becomes PQ upon BC. That is your answer. Let's start with the second question or second ratio. Area of triangle PBC upon area of triangle ABC is equal to B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. Reason again you have to write as triangle, the ratio of areas of two triangles. Now if you consider these two triangles, you will find that the bases are equal. So B1 and B2 you will get as BC. So your ratio becomes BC into PQ upon BC into AD. BC and BC are common. Cancel BC and BC, and reason you have to write here as triangles having common base. Then write down the ratio or answer as PQ upon AD. This is your final answer. Now let's start with the third question. Now ratio of area of triangle ABC and area of triangle ADC is equal to B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. Reason again, the ratio of areas of two triangles. Compute the values. B1 is BC, H1 is AD, B2 is DC, and H2 is again AD. So here we have these two triangles having equal heights. So reason AD and AD are common. Cancel AD and write the reason triangles having equal height or common height. So your ratio becomes BC upon DC. Now let's start with the fourth ratio, that is area of triangle ADC upon area of triangle PQC. Now before starting with the solution, I want you all to pause this video and try to solve this sum by yourself, and then watch this video again to check your answer. So the ratio is B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. Reason is the ratio of area of two triangles. B1 is nothing but DC, H1 is nothing but AD, upon B2 is QC, and H2 is PQ. Now here these two triangles don't have any common base or height, So the answer is DC into AD upon QC into PQ. Now I hope you all have understood all these question and answers properly. If you have any doubt, watch this video again and again, go through that sum and clear your doubts. Now students, let's start with the second part of this video, that is basic proportionality theorem. Now this theorem is very important theorem for your board exams. So let's start with basic proportionality theorem. It is also called as the Thales theorem. The statement of this theorem says that if a line parallel to a side of a triangle intersects the remaining sides in two distinct points, then the line divides the side in the same proportion. That means if you draw a line parallel to any side of the triangle and it divides the other two sides in two distinct points, then we can say that this line divides the other two sides in the same proportion. This theorem is very simple theorem and it is very important as well. So let's start the proof of this theorem with the given points. In triangle ABC, as we can see here, line L is parallel to line BC and line L intersects side AB and side AC in the points P and Q respectively. As these two lines, and we have to prove that AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. That is, they are having the same proportion. Now to prove this theorem, we have to do construction. Draw segment BC and segment BQ. Now let's start with the proof. We have to consider triangle APQ and triangle PQB. They are having common height as QR. As these two triangles have common height, the ratio of areas of these two triangles will be equal to the ratio of their bases, that is AP upon PB. Write it as equation 1 and give reason as triangles having equal heights. Now we have to consider triangle APQ and triangle PQC. These two triangles are also having common height as PS. Again, the ratio of areas of these two triangles will be equal to their ratio of their corresponding bases, that is AQ upon QC. Write this equation 2 and triangles having equal height will be the reason. Now we have to consider other two triangles, that is triangle PQB and triangle PQC. These two triangles are having common base as segment PQ. Similarly, these two triangles are present between the two parallel lines, so we can say that their heights are also equal. Now we all know that if we have seen in practice set 1.1 also, when two triangles have equal base and equal height, then the area of these two triangles are also equal. Therefore, the area of triangle PQB is equal to the area of triangle PQC. Write this equation as 3. Now if you consider equation 1, 2 and 3, you can find that left side of these two equations, equation 1 and 2, are equal. Because of equation 3, we can write as area of triangle APQ upon area of triangle PQB is equal to area of triangle APQ upon area of triangle PQC from equation 1, 2 and 3, because area of triangle PQB is equal to area of triangle PQC. As the left side of equation 1 and 2 are equal, we can write right side also equal. Therefore, we can write as AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC from equation 1 and 2. That therefore, with this equation, we have proved this theorem. We have seen the proof of basic proportionality theorem. Now we are going to solve some problems based on basic proportionality theorem from practice set 1.2. Without wasting much time, let's start with these two problems. Let's start with the problems based on basic proportionality theorem from practice set 1.2. Measure of some angles in the figure are given. Prove that AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. Now here two angles measurements are given and we have to prove that AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. Now start with the solution. In triangle APQ, angle APQ is given as 60 degree. In triangle ABC, angle ABC is equal to also 60 degree. Now these two angles measurements are equal. So we can write as angle APQ is congruent to angle ABC. What reason we can write here? Absolutely. We can write here corresponding angles of triangle. Now when these are corresponding angles, when we can write as PQ is parallel to BC and PB is considered as a transversal. So in triangle ABC also we can write line segment PQ is parallel to segment BC, and we can use here basic proportionality theorem which says that if any line is parallel to any of the side of the triangle and it divides other two sides of the triangle into distinct points, then that line divides other two sides in the same proportion. So we have here AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. Hence we have proved. Second example, which is based on basic proportionality theorem. This is the activity based question. In this question we have to write only the proper answer in the given boxes and we have to prove that segment PR is parallel to segment DF. Now let's start with the proof. In triangle XDE, PQ is parallel to DE. Now if you see the question itself, it is given that segment PQ is parallel to DE. So here in the proof we can write the reason PQ is parallel to DE because it is given in the question. So reason you have to write in the box is given. Due to this given point, we can write the ratios as XP upon PD is equal to XQ upon QE. This is the equation 1 because basic proportionality theorem. In triangle XEF, QR is parallel to EF. Again it is given to you. So you will write here given. So the ratio we are getting here are XQ upon QE is equal to XR upon RF. This is your equation 2 and reason you will write here as basic proportionality theorem. Now if you observe equation 1 and equation 2, you will find that XQ upon QE, this ratio is common for both these equations. So the other side of the equal to sign are also equal. Therefore we can write here as XP upon PD is equal to XR upon RF. Reason is from equation 1 and 2. If these two ratios are equal, we can write segment PR is parallel to segment DF. Segment PR is parallel to segment DF because of converse of basic proportionality theorem. Now what is converse of basic proportionality theorem? This converse of basic proportionality theorem states that if line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. In triangle ABC, if AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC, then we can say that segment PQ is parallel to segment BC. With this, we have completed with the presentation of this video. I hope you all have understood each and every sum. Please write down in your notebook, and thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.